Yo, what's going on? What's good, everybody? Yo, I'm back. How long has it been? How long has it been? How long has it been? Well, what's good? How long has it been? How long has it been since I last give me 1 second, everything's set up right now. Don't write down a pen in a page. Okay. How long has it been? How are you guys? How are you guys doing? I haven't been live in like a hot minute. I haven't been live in like a hot minute. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, so chat. We got a lot to we gotta check out the Dots video. I want to check out Scarlett's Spider-Man rewrite first before we actually hop in and play some Survivor real quick. So yeah, we are checking out Scarlett's video about his rewrite. Shout out to Scarlett, by the way. Y'all know that I've reacted to y'all know that I've reacted to Scarlett in the past. So like I'm interested to see what his rewrite's gonna be for Spider-Man 2 because he said he was doing a rewrite for it and he finished the rewrite for it. I'm curious to see how he's gonna do the rewrite. Did I miss when you checked out Great Web? We're gonna check out Great Web today. I know I checked it out whenever it got leaked, or the trailer got leaked, or else it got canceled, and after that it got leaked. But we gotta check out Scarlett's rewrite. So we're gonna be checking out his rewrite for Marvel Spider-Man 2. So like, and after that we're gonna hop and play some Survivor. So, anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. All right. Hold on, let me make sure the audio is good right now. All right, I think the audio is great. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, let's go.
So the time has finally come where we rewrite the story of Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now for those who clicked on this video and may be thinking, how could you possibly rewrite the story for Marvel Spider-Man 2? The story was perfect. You don't know good story writing. You wouldn't know a goddamn good story if it bent you over and violated you in the butthole. Pause. But whatever other bullshit you may be spewing.
Even though, hey, we need that suit back. We need the Scarlet suit back. We need Scarlet Spider back. We need that suit back.
Go watch something else because you clearly don't have an open mind and you're just wrong. However, if you want to see my problems with the story and how I personally would have fixed these issues I have with the story, then of course feel free to stay till the end. This is gonna be interesting. Now before we start this video, there's a few things I need to make very clear. One, I do not know how to write dialogue and shit like that very well, so this is not going to be one of those where I'm like, you know, doing dialogue and shit. Two, I can't tell what a good story is and isn't, and Marvel Spider-Man 2 does not have a great story. Sorry to break that to you, but I can attempt to point out my issues with its story and again give my personal solutions for said issues. So you feel me? Think of this more as like problem solving than rewriting. You feel me? The video.
We also need Peter B. Parker's suit because that can go so well with Miles's Across the Spider-Verse suit. So
it was titled rewriting because that's probably what got you to click on the video. Let's be real. But yeah, I'm not really a writer, so if I fuck anything up or something doesn't really make much sense, cut me some slack. I don't write stories. If anything, bitch at me in the comments below. Third thing.
A lot of people are actually going to ask me, I know that for a fact. I'm just interested to see how he's going to rewrite the whole entire Venom section, but that's just my opinion. Because, like, the main things that everybody has with the final act is Venom. Like, when Harry turns into Venom, he loses focus between acts. So I think that's the only thing that I could see being rewritten. Because I've tried my best to rewrite. Y'all know how I feel. I tried my best to rewrite the third act. And after that, I changed my mind about Venom throughout the story. So the main thing that needs to be redoing is the third act. I think they should have introduced Venom in the second act. I think that too. Because the thing is, like, to me, don't get me wrong, Harry as Venom works perfectly fine. Like, I like Harry as Venom. I like Harry's, like, iteration of Venom. But, like, we should have had, like, more scenes, like, of Harry dying even without a second with the symbiote. We needed more of that. And I feel like that's what we needed because like once Harry becomes Venom, the focus is somewhat gone. But I understand this version of the character because you have to understand, in my opinion, you have to understand Harry first before you can understand their version of Venom, in my opinion. Yeah, I think the second act should have. I think the second act should have started where Peter got the symbiote and when should have gotten the symbiote. Should have gotten the anti venom symbiote, and then when Peter gets the anti venom suit, yeah. Another thing that I'm going to actually like kind of go over is for one, the way that I could have wrote it, Harry would have been dead, but I really don't want to see Harry die. I think he's gonna add something about when it was Coney Island and when Peter was trying to hold up his use iron arms. I don't think that's gonna happen because apparently, shout out to Chaos Edits by the way. Apparently the roller coaster was 200 tons and it was slowly overpowering Peter. So
I need to make clear, we are going to be rewriting the story with Harry as Venom. As much as I would love to say I'm rewriting the story with Eddie, one, there's no point because I'm not that creative, and two, for some odd reason, there's way too many Uncle Terry lovers out there who would just be like,
I'm sorry, I love him. You could have at least tried. You could have at least tried. He could have at least seen the iron arms come out. Come on, hold it for like 5 seconds, then they break, and that could have at least happened. Yeah. Also, what's going on in my chat right now? I can't scroll through chat. Hold on a second. Dang, my phone won't let me scroll through chat. Okay. Okay, YouTube, I see you. All right. I actually really do like this version of the character, but
no, Harry Venom's the best. We don't need Eddie, which definitely is not true. Let's keep it a stack.
yeah.
That being said, I do want to give some fair criticisms of.
I can actually agree with that because I can understand where people are going with that. But my only problem with Eddie being Venom in Marvel Spider-Man 2, how would that boss fight with Miles go? That's the only thing that is kind of going against some of the argument. That's the only thing that is going against that argument because if Eddie's gonna be Venom, then Peter's gonna have to fight him, and then after that, there will be no connection right there with Miles and Venom at all. There will be no connection right there.
Of how they could have
issue
handled
that,
the
that's
story
the only issue.
better as
That's I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the only issue that nobody wants to admit, at least in my opinion.
far as Harry becoming Venom versus like Eddie or whatever. We're not really gonna talk about Eddie at all. But yeah, and I want to make sure none of the weirdos in the comments don't be like, oh, you're just hating because Harry is Venom and Eddie was silence. Simpleton. Okay, but seriously, yeah, let's do this. Let's rewrite Marvel Spider-Man 2 story. So here,
all right, I need you to cook. Because what would Peter do when Eddie gets the symbiote? When he gets symbiote, he'll be like, okay, one of my friends from the Daily Bugle became a symbiote. Now you gotta help me fight him. Exactly.
Are my main problems with the story. First problem, Peter being fired from his teaching job in the not even the first 5 minutes of the game. This was ridiculous. He was a teacher for not even 2 minutes. We're gonna go, a little more specific in how I know.
Exactly. And on top of that, one more thing, the conversations would have been weird too. And Miles would have been like, huh? I'm sorry. You want me to help you fight a person that I haven't met before, or that you know? But I am going to be honest. I did mention this in my I was wrong about Venom video. I did say that I wouldn't mind a couple of scenes like more where Harry and Miles are speaking to each other. I would have loved that. This man Eddie. Okay, I'll help you. Sounds like you got this. Exactly.
Or whatever, it wasn't even 2 minutes, but I swear.
And on top of that, another thing before I actually continue, another thing is that Eddie in this universe is nice. I'm pretty sure. We haven't seen him, but I'm just gonna assume him and Peter left on some pretty good terms. Him and Peter left the Daily Bugle, and in this universe, Eddie and Peter were friends. So I don't understand where the hate would come from Eddie for in the game, but okay. Yeah, because Peter left the Daily Bugle when he gave him a card that said, "Good luck at your new job." Exactly.
Swear to God,
Because he was working with Otto Octavius.
from the moment he busts into the room,
No Diddy,
because he's late, till he walks out into the hallway with Miles because of Sandman, he was a teacher for, again, I shit you not, 1 minute and 35 seconds.
Huh?
The second problem I have with Marvel Spider-Man 2 story is the Harry flashbacks. Now, I know why this was in the game, and I will say I like the sequences only to see Peter when he was younger in this universe. That shit was dope, but as far as the school stuff with Harry, those flashbacks missions were just meh. The third problem I have with the story is the Black Cat mission. To be honest, it was
The police had 2 missions. The police had 2 missions with Peter being a teacher. Yeah. The police, yeah, the people only had 2 missions. Yeah, we only had 2 missions, but I can understand what they were kind of doing with that. But hey, let's just continue with it.
it was just pretty unnecessary and filler content to show off the new technology or whatever, which I can understand to show off the new technology, but
Yeah.
I feel like they could have did something else that would have served the story. I would not have minded at all if Black Cat wasn't in the story and we got something better that served the story rather than what we got, if that makes sense. Next problem is Craven, but I have 2 problems with Craven.
Okay.
1, he did not do much and didn't show up much, but when he did, he was great on screen.
great.
I'll give him that.
He was great. Craven was the most memorable villain. I'm sorry. He really was. Like, and by the way, I know that people are gonna say how Craven packed up Scorpion. I already went over this. You know the Eclipta Alba from the first game? That, you know, the flower that Peter used in the first game to nullify himself of Scorpion's poison? Craven made a serum out of it and injected himself. Hence the reason why when Scorpion decided to stab him in his arm, Craven was sitting there just taking it. Pause.
The problem is he had his army do a lot of shit for him, which, like, I kind of get it. Like, it's a game.
I really could have replaced Black Cat with a Spot, but then he would be the villain, but then like be a villain of the week. He would be a Miles villain though.
We need enemy types and shit. That's totally fine. But half of the stuff they did, Craven could have and or should have went out and did himself, since he's so into the hunt. You feel me? Then the second problem with Craven is that he killed Scorpion, Rhino, Shocker.
I can understand how I understand how he killed Scorpion. Fun fact, by the way, it turns out that Shocker put up a fight, from what I heard.
Vulture, but only Scorpion on screen. Others he killed off screen, which is the problem. Another issue is I personally didn't have any reason to care about Harry.
They would have had to introduce the Spot and Miles Morales. That is true.
The same way we had any reason to care about Otto in Spider-Man PS4 or Finn in Miles game. Harry just like, bro, like he just didn't show any emotion or rage or like anything about not having the symbiote or him even dying because of him not having the symbiote until like it was just too fucking late. Uncle Terry's proper motivations are not there. To put it simply, Insomniac's Uncle Terry, I've come to realize over time, his motivations are the symbiote and Harry feel abandoned. Obviously, the symbiote is self-explanatory after the fight with Miles, but as far as Harry, I guess he feels abandoned by Pete after being ghosted for like 1 day because Peter was trying to get help for Harry, go figure. Not only that, but as well, on the other hand, Peter kinda wasn't exactly trying to give him the symbiote suit, which is when they had the fight where Harry was kind of being a sore, quiet loser instead of speaking up with his chest. So I
Now that I can actually understand him on that.
try to get this, okay? But overall, it's just messy. If you want to know more in depth why Venom's motivations aren't there, watch this video, top right corner. Is it this side or this side? Whichever side. Moving on from the shameless self-promo. Anyway, next problem I have is the ending. There's 3 parts to this part though. First, the fact that they saved Symbiote City for the last 2 missions of the game when this shit was supposed to happen.
Good.
Definitely like right after the Kraven boss fight. Second problem I have with the ending is the ending is just a ridiculous fucking mess, okay? Because you have the symbiote taking over Harry, and like Harry's just not knowing what the fuck is going on.
what's happening?
Symbiote literally took Harry for a joyride at this last second. The symbiote was changing. Okay, I understand where he's coming from with this, but I know what he's talking about here, but I do still like the motivation here. Forgot to mention, but Venom isn't the symbiote. But Venom isn't the symbiote taking control over the host. It's the symbiote and the host bonded together with the mutual goal of killing Spider-Man. Yeah, he was possessed. But I think, well, y'all already know how I felt about it.
Just hang on, buddy! Please, no. Leave him.
But then Harry comes to his senses and takes control, but like he's kind of still resisting or whatever. I don't know. This shit is just confusing. And then on top of it all, Harry dies just for him to be revived by Miles.
200.
And clear.
No response.
Recharge, let's go.
Literally ripped from Spider. I didn't even know this. I was trying to figure this out for like the longest time, but I couldn't. And yes, I have seen Spider-Man 3. I couldn't figure this out.
Again. And clear.
No response.
Let's recharge and do it one more time. And clear.
With this, Norman doesn't really have the best I
motivation.
hate Spider-Man for killing my son case scenario, right? And third, essentially Act 3 is just too short and rushed. And like if you go and look at the mission list for like the Act 1, 2, 3 for this game, Act 1 is the longest, Act 2 is shorter a little bit, Act 3 is the shortest. That's crazy. Like this game was just so rushed. So these are essentially my main problems with the story of Marvel Spider-Man 2. With that, let's get into the solutions I have with Harry as Venom, but keep in mind, one or two of these I may not have solutions for, okay? So be imaginative for me because I can't think of anything that would
I'm interested to see how he's gonna cook up Venom.
would make sense and also be good
I thought
or
Act
whatever
2
as a
was probably the most
replacement or
interesting
like
act.
whatever the case may be.
I
Or
like
like
Act
again,
2 and
one
I
or
like Act
two
1
of
and
these
Act 2.
problems I have. So my solution to fixing Peter being fired from his teaching job in the first 5 minutes of the game is actually pretty simple. Don't fucking fire him, bro. Literally as soon as they're done defeating Sandman and he is secured in his holding cell or whatever, Peter needs to be like, thanks or you're welcome, Miles, whatever, and dip back to school so that Principal Evans does not fire his ass on the fucking spot and he can keep it.
I'm gonna be honest. I really wanted. Okay, this is the only thing that I'm gonna say about that whole entire thing. I feel like Miles should have at least went to Principal Evans and told her. Well, and probably. Well, I feel like Miles should have went to Principal Evans and flat out just told her that it was his fault why he left the classroom, or why Peter left the classroom. When I was in my first New Game Plus playthrough, I thought I was like halfway through the third act when they got to the train line. I'm not gonna lie, I literally thought that too.
His job. There's two fucking Spider-Man in the universe for a reason. As for the changes to the
Yeah, because Miles would only get suspended for about a week. Exactly.
rest of the story, because of Pete having the teaching job a little longer, I haven't thought that far ahead, but it would have been nice to see Pete being a teacher a little longer. Maybe the next time something like this happens, fire him, but he dead ass only was a teacher for 1 day, I think, because I think it was the first day of class, I'm pretty sure, but not even for more than 2 minutes he was a teacher. That's insane. My solution for the Harry flashbacks is pretty simple, but it's also complicated too, you feel me? It's complicated because I love the flashback suit.
And on top of that, one more thing I forgot to mention as well is for a fact that Miles' mom works at city council, so she could easily get him back in there. Probably like give him say if that would have played out where Miles would have told the principal that it was his fault, that it was his fault. Just imagine what that would have happened. All Miles would have to do is just be like. All Miles have to do is fly up the real and say, hey, I got suspended from school due to helping Peter deal with Sandman. And all Rio has to do is just go, okay, let me go ahead and talk to the principal real quick. Instantly get him back. Instantly get Miles back in school, not even suspended for a week. He was a teacher for like 2 minutes.
Sequences for playing young Peter with spider powers. I kind of didn't like going around the school with Harry. Those parts of it were kind of just boring. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Like to me, like it wasn't exactly natural. It just felt forced. But a solution for this problem is they could have had 1 or 2 more
He was a
missions of
dude.
Harry teaming up
Crazy.
as Agent Venom with us, Peter, Spider.
Exactly. Literally in the mission, Rio calls Miles and they're talking about like he might get suspended, and she's literally, I'll talk to your exactly.
Man, and we're
It's
gonna
all
tie
about-
this
exactly.
back
That would've
into
been way
Craven
better.
when we talk about him in a second. My solution for the Black Cat mission, I'm gonna be honest, this is one of them ones I don't have a specific solution for, other than to remove the segment from the game because it's pretty pointless for the most part. Now let's talk about Craven. My solution for Craven barely showing up and Craven only killing Scorpion on screen versus the other 3, Rhino, Shocker, Vulture off screen, is actually pretty
That
simple.
would've been
Have
better.
him kill these motherfuckers on
On
screen.
screen.
But see, here's the reason for this too, right? This could have set up so many things. Let me cook. This sets up Peter spending more time crime fighting with Harry, which could help us care a little bit more about.
That is, I'm yes, I'm gonna agree with him on this. My only issue with that though, and I really do like this rewrite too. My only issue with that is like, one, I probably know how he killed Electro, but I'm not sure if my theory is right about how he killed Electro, because with Electro, the only way I could see him killing Electro is, well, how can I put this? You guys saw Tasm 2, he's a battery, so what happens so if you guys don't know, I'm just gonna pull an Andrew Garfield real quick. Basically, pretty much, if you give Electro way too much power he can't handle, he explodes. And the other way that I just purely this is pretty much the most easiest. He used a lot of water. Oh no, Rhino's dead. Rhino is gone. But I'm actually confused how we fought Rhino, because Rhino is stated in, because Rhino in the first game is said to be city block level, and he also gave Peter a lot of trouble the first time fighting him. So I'm interested to see how we fought Rhino. Now for Taskmaster though, there could have been so much set up for Taskmaster, but
Not only Harry and Peter, their relationship in general, but as well
he probably poured water on him or charged him. For Vulture, he probably just jumped on his back and broke his wings that made him fall to his death. Rhino just jumped on his back. Probably, but my problem is, like, how does he get through that armor, though? Rhino jumps on his back, triangles, turns his on his head, and then puts him in the put on Shocker. He's disabled tag and his neck. Yeah, but from what I heard with Shocker, though, apparently Shocker's the one that put up a fight. And that's crazy. Taskmaster would have been a stalemate, or at least he would have damaged Taskmaster. Taskmaster a lot. Taskmaster would run, probably. Morlun might be another game. That would be interesting if we get Morlun.
Harry individually a little bit himself. That sets up Harry and Pete's friendship, along with maybe a decent reason to care for Harry. On top of that, it's
Because there was a Shocker fight. Because there was a Shocker that was not fighting. That was not fighting to assert dominance. He was fighting to survive. Exactly. So Shocker put up a
sets
fight.
Peter spending more time with Harry versus their relationship in general, but as well Harry individually a little bit himself. That sets up Harry and Pete's friendship, along with maybe a decent reason to care for Harry. On top of that, it sets Peter spending more time with Harry versus Miles, which will come in handy for the symbiote arc and putting a strain on that relationship a little more between Peter and Miles. And the best part is Craven. This gives him something to do and, you know, be in the story a little bit more. He could have just had the army track down the villains or whatever to like an approximate,
Hold on a minute. Let me make sure that's not my. Okay, it's not mine.
general area or whatever, you know? And then he continues himself to hunt.
There's no way Craven spoke better about Shocker than Electro. He did.
Down whatever villains by himself from there on out. No army unless like maybe like he's getting his ass whooped and needs to dip. But Craven
Oh yeah, I remember someone made a video video about what if Peter could survive Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Yeah, Peter would survive Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Well, if you give him all the relationships with every single character. So, like, if you give him his relationship with Rage, this is just, like, hypothetical. So, like, if you give his relationship with Rage, you give him his relationship with Robin, and you give him his relationship with Talia, Damien's not gonna be, well, scratch that. You can't really say that Damien's gonna be well, but give him, like, all of, like, his relationships with every single villain. Guarantee you he sweeps. He would speed blitz Arkham. Yeah, he would speed blitz Arkham. Gotcha for thing and gotcha for team with iron arms. Yeah, he sweeps.
Isn't you?
The only one that I could see him having a problem with is probably Freeze, because no one from the Insomniac verse is known to survive like below 0 temperatures. Can't survive below 0, so
Usually like that, so I don't know. But to put it simply, Army is only used for tracking and emergency
have a problem with
purposes
Freeze.
as far as the story missions go. Another solution to help me not really giving a single fuck about Harry is he should have had more emotion from the moment he lost the symbiote until he regained it. Bro, to keep it a bean, he was just a
Spider-Man
quiet
Blizzard.
bitch about it. He didn't speak up or show any anger until the last second right
now this
before he gets it back. So
But I do understand this part of the game, though. I do like this part a lot. Iron Man has Blizzard. Yeah, give him the Blizzard. Or at least give him the
what I
Blizzard
said
mod.
before is part of that as far as like spending time with Harry crime fighting, but generally he needed to show more emotions of missing the symbiote. They treated the symbiote like an addiction, and I mean, like, I suppose we kind of see him having withdrawals, but he again doesn't really have any outbursts until the last second. Otherwise, he's kind of just a douchebag without it. Okay, wait, my bad. I kind of forgot about this part where he flips out on MJ, but I don't know. This
Yeah.
just felt wrong for me. Something here did not work, and I can't pinpoint it. If you can,
I can somewhat pinpoint it a little bit, seeing as that they did take the TASM. I guess, okay, in this situation, I'm going to take a guess, and I'm going to say they kind of, like, compiled 2 scenes together. Well, they kind of combine like one scene. I'm gonna say I understand this part, but I can honestly say that they kind of split it in 2 pieces a little bit. So basically, they took the whole entire scene from TASM 2, where you see Harry sick and you see Peter in there. They took that and put it in this game, but instead they replaced MJ with Peter in this situation. So imagine this game in the Insom verse, it would go, yeah, it would go crazy.
pinpoint why this may not have worked for me, let me know. My solution for Uncle Terry's motivations are actually pretty simple. When Harry first rebonds to the symbiote, he just genuinely wants to fucking kill Spider-Man, because Harry and the symbiote bonded over realizing that Peter betrayed both the symbiote and Harry by abandoning them. By obviously Pete taking the symbiote off, but as well when Harry kind of asked for the suit back, Peter essentially said no, I need it to protect the city. But Harry doesn't exactly
I don't
process
really think they're
this
gonna release
just yet,
I
because
really don't think they're gonna release the Spider-Man 3 trailer, because, well, I don't know what they're gonna do with that, honestly, because, like, from what the rumor is, we're getting 2 games, but I can't really say. Looking at it right now. Honestly, that could work. My only problem with that is, like, how would that work for, like, well, scratch that. Never mind. I know how it would work. Never mind. I know
it's
how it
his
works.
best friend. He
And yes, I'm cooking a video.
can't believe it, sort of, you know? So Venom just initially off rip tries to kill Spider-Man out of pure blind rage, and we get that boss fight instead of a literal fucking blue ball where Norman walks in and interrupts. Honestly, fuck the Oscorp escape killing guards sequence. What? Alright, well, no. It was cool, kind of, but like a Spider-Man boss fight would have been better. There should have been a Spider-Man fight right then and there for 2 reasons. Because one,
If it
again,
does,
that would have been fucking
then we better
awesome.
just
Fighting
keep eyes on the
Spider-Man a
trailer.
second time, but this
Just
time
debate.
as Venom. And obviously we would win, but Spider-Man barely escapes on the brink of death, maybe, or something.
that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Norman was just, I'm like, oh, wait, I'm not ready. Bro, the video right in front of me. We're gonna be so superior, Spider-Man. So superior, Spider-Man. Is gonna be superior. Oh no, I already saw the leap for Goblin. I saw something mentioning that, and I'm happy, but I just can't say it.
Saved by Miles
But anybody that's read Superior knows.
or some shit like that. Then we get the Craven boss fight that stays the same with Venom or whatever. Then we get to the part where Venom or Harry visits his mom, and it's all Friday the 13th, Jason Pamela Voorhees vibes, where his mom is talking to him or whatever, right? Like in his head, whatever. That could go the same pretty much, but I want there to be a dialogue of Venom talking to Harry and the symbiote saying to Harry something along the lines of this: Pete almost took everything from us, so we're gonna take everything from him, take what he cares about the most. And what the symbiote initially thinks of is MJ. So he goes to kidnap MJ. He's not gonna hurt her though, because
that would make sense. Okay, so Spider-Man 3. It's cool. It's called Spider-Man 3: The Final Chapter teaser trailer release PS5. Teaser trailer PS5. I wish there was a symbiote versus Venom boss fight, or Red Suit versus Venom. Or something. Yeah, I wish there was something for that too. I'm not gonna lie. I wish there was.
like, it's Harry. Harry cares about MJ, but Pete doesn't know what Venom will do since, like, the symbiote or whatever is in control. And Pete kind of lived through that experience. Harry and the symbiote have bonded over the abandonment of Peter / Spider-Man, causing them to hate Peter, Spider-Man, now wanting to kill Spider-Man, but not before torturing him a little bit. This is where we could have got the MJ Scream boss fight or whatever, but not 4 fucking stages. That is...
Thank you. Finally, I hate. Oh, you guys know how much I hate this boss fight. I hate this boss fight. This is the only thing that I will say. This boss fight should have never been 4 phases. It should have been 3. Especially if we're playing on ultimate difficulty, it gets on your nerves if you're playing on ultimate difficulty with no upgrades. I feel like this boss fight in particular should have been just 3 phases. I don't know why people are thinking that we're going to get Advanced Suit 3. I know why people are thinking that, and a lot of people want the anti-venom to be a part of that. Because they have to upgrade the suit every single game, because they did it for, they did Advanced Suit 1, and for this game they did Advanced Suit 2. So for the third one, they got to do Advanced Suit 3. And then after that, even spoilers, by the way, and keep in mind, like, I have not even seen the leaks at all. I'm just going to guess this without even, well, scratch, I only saw like 2. But, like, I'm not even going to say what they are. But, like, I know this without even, I know this without me even thinking. It makes sense for the story. If you really think about it, first game we had Antioch. Second game we had Marvel Spider-Man 1, we had the Antioch suit. Marvel Spider-Man 2, we had the anti-venom suit. Marvel Spider-Man 3, we're getting an anti-goblin suit. So it's kind of going in the canon. So Peter getting the anti-goblin suit is a canon event. I wish Stream only had 1 phase, to be honest. 3 phases is way too much, yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna look like. I'm just guessing. He's had an anti-suit every single villain that he's fought so far. So what would that look like? I don't know. I'm gonna take a guess on it. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be purple and green. Probably purple and green. And probably have like yellow lenses. I don't know. Probably purple and green. With probably white lenses. I don't know what color combo would be well for that.
absolutely ridiculous.
I think it's going to be, the green suit style for Toxic. I think it's gonna be like that, but with a goblin. I can see that. Purple and green are goblins colors. Yeah, but they're also prowlers too. Well, technically speaking, they're like, well, technically speaking, purple, green, and black. Technically, I don't really know how that's gonna work. That's the only issue.
Like that shit needs to be shortened to 2 stages max, maybe 3, but that's pushing it. Cause I personally want to.
You can make the anti-venom stew with purple and green. Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be green and black. Green and black would go fire, or green and purple though.
Include some other boss fights. Then, just like generally speaking or whatever, Venom puts Miles out of commission temporarily at the cost of Pete saving MJ. As Miles is out of commission, Venom creates this huge symbiote tendril shit.
Okay. So that's where everything's gonna come in handy. Maybe an all black suit with purple highlights or something. That could work.
Or whatever, and it drops a building, or just something to where Pete has to save people because Venom caused something or whatever, right?
Yeah.
This is where Venom starts thinking, and you know, he says something in his head or whatever along the lines of, we gave Pete the symbiote to him, and what does he do? He takes it for granted. He treated me and everyone else like shit. He wanted the symbiote all for himself and wouldn't give it back to me, all just to protect his precious city as Spider-Man. This is when Venom realizes and processes if he wants to destroy Spider-Man or Peter, he has to go after what Pete cares about the most, which he thought was MJ. But the one thing he cares about more than her is the city and protecting it. Now this would be where Symbiote City happens. This is where the hate of
I thought it was gonna potentially end up being Miles, but okay. I like the idea though. It's kind of cooking though, but like, I think it's gonna be all black with green highlights. But I think one of the styles would replace the black and purple, probably.
Spider-Man turned into obsession. Because think about it like this, right? Yeah, Harry wanted to save the world, but Peter almost destroyed his and took his for granted, aka the symbiote, all just to protect Peter's world, the city of New York. So yes, it would kind of be out of character to do something like this for Harry, but that's the thing, that's the point. The symbiote and Harry are bonded so deeply over the abandonment, the betrayal, the rejection, the hate of Spider-Man, of Peter, that the symbiote sort of kind of makes Harry want to act out of his beliefs, out of his normal self, his normal thinking and actions, etc. Don't mind the shirt, scenery change. I forgot to mention something while editing this. But instead of what I just previously said, you could also kind of have it like this as well. Venom could be like, or Harry anyway, oh, like we wanted to save the world with you, Pete, but now we don't need you, Pete. We have the symbiote, right? We have the power to do it ourselves. At the same time though,
I want to get the Spider-Gwen mod. I need the Spider-Gwen mod just due to the fact that I really want to play strictly just Spider-Gwen, but I don't really know how that mod would work. Well, scratch that, I know how that mod will work, but like, I want to see what it's like to play on a mouse and key.
so they could be like, now we can save the world, all while just.
And on top of that, I really need to see if someone actually modded Miles on PC, because I want to see what it's gonna look like with his Jordans.
Destroying yours, Pete, type shit. Because in Venom's mind, you know, we're saving the world by giving everybody symbiotes, but for Pete, this is a fucking nightmare. What the fuck's going on, right? At this point, Harry and the symbiote are obsessed with destroying Spider-Man, or just in general making his life a living hell. So here is where he begins Symbiote City. We get the whole 9 yards, symbiote tendrils everywhere, civilians being turned into symbiotes, etc. We could still get those missions of like Miles and Pete coming up with like the Sonic gadget, whatever. Like pretty much everything else could happen the same way, but you know, like we're gonna keep
the two things that I'm hoping for right now, I'm Insomniac or Marvel Spider-Man 2 remastered, and it's like a director's cut, and they canceled the Venom game, and they canceled the game and make the Ray Web. I really want a director's cut though, but with that director's cut, from at least from what I have seen about what's gonna be in there, or at least in the original game before they before they had to cut everything out, I really don't want to fight a whole bunch of symbiote. I really don't want to fight Agony, right? Or I think Toxin was in there too. I'm not sure if Toxin was in there or not. But I really don't want to have to fight all those symbiotes just to get the Carnage. Agony would be nice, because like I think there was leaks of Agony or for Agony boss fight. My only problem is like I don't want to have a repeat of God of War. or God of War Ragnarok, where you're fighting the Valkyries and the Berserkers, and you're just like, and after I get the carnage, and it's like after all that time of me dying, it would be fire though, bro.
Sprinkling in the new dialogues of like Venom slash Harry saying to Pete, oh, like you took the shit for granted or whatever, you know, you wanted to destroy the one thing that kept us alive or whatever, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna keep talking.
Hey, I'm sorry, his background music was crazy. Bro, I would grind that till the day it actually decides to nerf everything because of me. Imagine what the 3 Spider-Man tournament like in a tournament, and you know against 5 symbiotes. we pissed off like flies. And we would have a trio. Yeah, we would have a trio until they figure out a way to nerf everything that I am going to abuse.
Talking about that throughout the rest of the story. Now the solution for Act 3 slash the ending in general.
First,
Act 3 needs to be a little longer. That's why I started Symbiote City like right after.
To be more clear, instead of Pete looking for Harry, we get the Scream MJ fight, and then the mission looking for Harry, and that's where it starts. Okay, so pretty much Arkham City.
The MJ Scream boss fight so that we can have more missions with Symbiote City instead of it happening 2 fucking missions before the end of the game. Like, what the fuck? But as well so that we can do the following. Next up, I think there should be a Symbiote Miles boss fight. This would have been dope where...
Yes! Even though it's low-key broken. I actually have to agree with them, but Miles would be unstoppable. I'm sorry, I have to agree with him on this. Miles would be unstoppable, but yes.
We as Peter fight Symbiote Miles. That would have been awesome. Then, while Venom is looking for the fucking rock or whatever, maybe.
I agree with that. Even though, like I said before, Miles would be mainly virtually unstoppable, and I would be scared to fight a electric boosted, Venom boosted. Oh gosh, nah. They would have to nerf. Yeah, for this one, they would have to nerf the upshot. After they would have to nerf the bouncing people. They would have to nerf all of that. Imagine Marvel and DC had a crossover game. I would play it. By the way, did y'all hear? Oh wait, before you even go further, did y'all hear we're getting an Invincible game?
Maybe he can't find it right away for whatever reason. To keep Spidey off of Venom's trail, Venom sets free some Spidey villains, not all, but like a couple or something, you know, just to keep Spider-Man busy from finding out Venom's real plan or whatever, you know what I mean? Which is taking over the city and destroying it because it's the only thing Spider-Man cares about the most. I think Symbiote Rhino would have been pretty interesting actually, and I mean like he was in Spider-Man PS4 and Miles, so...
At that point, he would not be City Block level. He would be probably... Wait, hold up. Rhino's multi. With the symbiote, he would probably be... I don't know the stats for this, but if Rhino got the symbiote, he would probably be large town. Sorry. That didn't happen. That didn't happen if the five symbiotes, there were 5 symbiotes, and symbiote Miles and symbiote Peter will be even worse. Exactly. If it's multiplayer, it'll be, if it is. I'm hoping that it is.
That would have been...
I need to play as Mark.
And kind of cool if he didn't die from Kraven anyway. Maybe a symbiote Trapster. Trapster was mentioned in the game, but he didn't cameo. That could have been an interesting opportunity. And like, I'm trying to go with the different picks because like, you know,
oh wait, hold up. Before we even go on with that, see, they're not out of villains yet. Y'all think, a lot of people think just because they killed villains, a lot of people think that just because they killed all the villains, y'all aren't paying attention. We could probably have Batroc the Leaper. We could probably have Trapster next game. And I want to see what Trapster's going to look like. I want to see what Trapster's going to look like. Because if he fought Trapster, that means that he fought Batroc. We would literally play, we would have to survive. We would actually have to survive, or we could have it to the, if there's a concrete web, we would just box ourselves in the corner. A concrete web would be crazy. Nah, he would be universal. Rhino with the symbiote.
Web of Shadows. These kind of would have made sense in this story / universe because we've seen these characters before. Maybe a symbiote Mysterio. That would have been kind of...
That would have been insane. The visuals would have been so
interesting
great
to see. Whatever.
The visuals, if Mysterio got the symbiote, would have been great. So right now we only have to place 3 villains that are gonna be in Spider-Man 3. Who would they get back? Hydra Man? Literally we just figured this out a second, and we just see Rhino just charging at us. Yeah. And after that, oh wait, hold on a second. Yeah, Miles will have to fight him then. Because that would have been, honestly, if Miles got the symbiote, all Miles has to do, because he's done this in the comics with Carnage, all Miles has to do is take control over it. Like, I think he did that with his electric. I think, yeah, he did do that with his Venom powers. Yeah, he took over a symbiote with his Venom powers. I forgot, yeah, he did. So, like, Miles would be in control the whole time.
Other villains are alive after Kraven is dead. Have like 2, maybe 3 max symbiote boss fights. Then we can have all the other shit of like, you know, hunting Venom down and like
We won't get if we just turn around and we just see Miles start, and we just see Miles in our corner. Yeah.
the anti-Venom stuff. That can all play out as it does, pretty much. And everything could pretty much.
If y'all created one. If I created one, I'm sorry. I just gotta go ahead and I just gotta say that mine would probably have on Jordans. Mine would probably have the Iron Arms. And I think more than likely probably a hoodie. More than likely probably a hoodie and just still wearing some headphones. At least that's what mine would look like.
Much kind of stay the same, except for the very ending, like the final boss fights and everything between and after the Venom boss fights. Pretty much the last mission should completely change. 1, the Peter Venom boss fight needs to be more across the city on some Sandman shit, like the fucking promo we got. Yeah, you know, this trailer that looked pretty awesome.
Okay, I can see where it's coming
but
from.
it sucks because this is nothing like what happened in
what?
the game ever. Yeah, that trailer, what the fuck happened? How is the opening of the game better than the closing of the game? That's just...
He's not wrong. You want to let him turn off? Not having the color webs over our web wings? That would be insane. That promo trailer got my hypes up. Yeah, it did too. For me,
no cage fights, no arena, no fucking, no, none of that shit. There's so much shit they could have done. Also, like,
why does YouTube keep freezing on me? Oh, and by the way, chat. But anyways, chat. We're gonna. Honestly, another thing is that how come Peter can use the Iron Arms to lift Venom up in the air, but we can't use them in the game? Oh, and by the way, it turns out you actually can use them in the final boss fight. You just can't lift Venom up. I already tried. Turns out you can use the Iron Arms in the boss fight. But why can we not lift Venom up in the air? I know he's heavy, but like, why is he doing that in the gameplay? Not in the gameplay, but like in the promo trailer. That's the only. Hold on a minute. Let me refresh YouTube. Give me 1 second. Let me refresh this thing.
nothing like what happened in the game whatsoever.
All right, we're good. I had to refresh for a second.
Fucking ever. Yeah, that trailer, what the fuck happened? How is the opening of the game better than the close?
Match the boss fight where we get thrown across the city. That would be insane. I would love that fight. You know how much I wish for that? It said that this would actually be in the game, but it's actually in the game because it said nothing. It said nothing of the content in the trailer, but in the trailer being the game, it didn't. Either a PC and Marvel Rivals before us. I have a PC, so like I'm gonna end up playing it.
Closing of the game. That's just no cage fights, no arena, no fucking, no, none of that shit. There's so much shit they could have done. also, like, I never realized or mentioned this before, but like, you guys do realize that Venom is Spider-Man's parallel, right? He has Spider-Man's powers engraved into like the genomes of the symbiote or whatever, right? Dude, Venom in Spider-Man 2 or whatever for PS5
But I think the only
did not
winner on
shoot a
console-
single web to web swing.
It might come to console. I've heard. At least we're gonna have to watch the Dots video right after Survivor anyway. So, I need a new PC, bro, desperately. Wait, what kind of PC do you have? Because I got mine from Walmart, but like
In the game that
it's a pretty decent one.
I can think of, at least. He kind of used the tendrils, but he didn't do the hand thing or whatever, right? He didn't shoot any web balls that I can remember. Nothing spider-like or Spider-Man-like, so he would be doing more of that shit in my story. But generally for the ending, I don't know, man. The ending is very messy. Like I said, not gonna lie, I don't have a very specific solution for the very ending. I will say though that Harry definitely, no doubt about it, should have died for two specific reasons.
Reason number one, it would give Norman motivation to go after Spider. It would give Norman motivation to go after Peter and Miles.
Reason one, we could have at least felt bad for him. Sympathy goes a long way for caring towards a character. On top of that, this could have paralleled to Spider-Man PS4 with Aunt May dying, even though it probably wouldn't have lived up to that.
Or is easy to remember. Oh yeah, I don't get the heat for Peter's suit. And it's cool because of how Yuri and Joss are in the same game. It is. No, actually, I got a reason. No, I didn't get it from Walmart, bro. Reason number two. I got the whole entire desktop from it. The graphics card I got from Best Buy. Well, the graphics card I had to order from Best Buy.
Expectation or whatever, or extent. I cried almost every time replaying Spider-Man PS4 and seeing Aunt May die.
And order, which I'm not even gonna lie. Do not try to order a Nvidia graphics card, because damn.
And like hearing her flatline, I don't think Harry's death could have lived up to that, but anything would have been better than what actually happened in the game as far as.
Then on top of that, my friend had an extra that he wasn't using, so I'm using his and mine, so.
Harry goes. So yeah, that fixes caring for Harry part kinda, and we feel bad for him. But not only that, now Norman has a solid case to hate Spider-Man and want to kill them. So there you go. That is for the most part how I would have kind of did the story to not only make it better in my opinion, but because we gave Craven more reasons to show up in the story, we kind of fixed the symbiote arc and my issues with it, my problems with Venom and Harry as well, but a little more like character accurate to Venom, even though the host is completely different. We're still keeping, you know, those core traits of Venom as far as like the host and the symbiote bonding over the hatred, or in this case more bonding over the abandonment, which turns
into Venom, because yeah, that would have been great, but at the same time though, that would have
into
like,
hate,
a little bit.
then obsession or whatever, right? Which are 3 out of the 4 essential character traits of Venom.
Oh, and by the way, yeah, so I have to ask you a question. Have you heard Camila and Playboy Cardi's song? Bro, I'm sorry. And yes, I'm gonna say this. Cardi killed this verse.
Yeah, that is the rewrite of the story for Marvel Spider-Man 2. What do you think? Did I cook? I think I did. Maybe not all the way, but like, again, I thought I did pretty good. Or did you think it sucked? With that being said, I want to hear your opinion, so make sure to comment down below so I can interact with you in the comments. Thank you for taking time out of your day to click on this video. If you are new to the channel, I usually try my best to cover confirmations, rumors, leaks regarding Spider-Man media, and whatever else I'm interested in. So if that's what you're interested in, hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 6K. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video.
Alright, I actually really liked the video. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a pretty good video. That's a pretty good video. I loved it. That was a pretty cool video. With Miles, you know, the main villain, who was not even a villain, should have been Fisk. It should have been Fisk. That's the only thing I can say, because like there's like a couple of things that are wrong with the story, but like I still give it an 8 because I understand Harry is Venom a little bit more. Like after playing it for like the 5th time, I understand it. All right, let's play some Star Wars. Oh, and by the way, chat, someone remind me that we also have to check out the Dots video too. We're gonna play some Star Wars today, chat. Beaten Spider-Man 2 4 times, nice. I've beaten it 6, going on like 7 right now. But for Goblin, no, yes, I'm cooking a video for Marvel Spider-Man 3. But let's just say that my side of the story kind of goes. I'm just gonna let you guys know, like, half of it is from TASM 2 going down to Spider-Man 3. So like, a lot of the stuff might be out of context. Remember I told you Goblin on IG, Vinny? Yeah?
Let's go find Seer's escort.
It was E.
The rendezvous point is up ahead.
I don't know, we might see him. Hey, we gotta see Ghost of Tsushima too. I want to see Ghost of Tsushima too. There's a rumored Venom game that's supposed to at least show up there, but like, I don't know. I don't know how that would even work for at least. I don't know how that would work, but I'm curious to see how it will work. Because Harry as Venom, like, I want the host to stay Venom. I mean, I want Harry to stay Venom just because of 2 reasons. One, it correlates with the story. It makes sense for the story. It goes well with the story that they're trying to set up, and since Harry's already technically Venom, I think it's best that they stick with Harry. So. At least for me, I think it's best that they stick with Harry.
Time to climb. Hang on, BD.
I think that's the mission. I thought it was alright. I don't know. Here's my only thing though with it. I need them to actually bake with the Venom game. Because like right now there's Wolverine, which I don't know how they're going to cook that. Well, then again, though, I kind of already know how they're going to cook that, but I can't really go into details on it.
Gotta be careful.
And I really don't want to say anything otherwise, and Slimy is going to be like, oh, so you just snitched. I'm not trying to get randomly sniped and just, I don't know.
Not bad. Let's check it out.
Web. I want them to do great web. At least I need them to, because I want to see people going up in the air, and I want to combo people up in the air. So that way all I have to do is just sit there and just iron arm spam. I need them to make that game. Just cancel the name, focus all their materials on Wolverine and the Spider-Man 2 DLC. Yeah, but the thing is, though, there's a completely different team for the Wolverine game. The team that made Miles Morales is working on the Wolverine game because they have 2 separate teams. Because there was a different team that made... For Miles Morales, it's... Okay, so for Wolverine, it's the team that worked on Miles Morales. So, like, I'm guessing that... And this is just me, and I'm hoping for the for at least like we don't know if it's confirmed yet, but at least for the Venom game, I'm hoping. Yo, Emoji Master, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the stream. But I really do think at least for it, I want to have the team that worked on that's working on Wolverine to actually do the rumored Venom game.
Stay off the sand, buddy. Don't want to end up a snack.
At least that's what I think. But I really do want to see Miles fight Carnage. I want to see Miles fight Carnage for one, it gives us a reason. Two, it gives Miles his own symbiote. And another reason is that it gives us an actual chance to actually fight and actually experience something that is new instead of the same thing. Which I'm not gonna lie, I want to see Miles fight Carnage because I need him to go crazy. I want them to remake the Venom game into Agent Venom. Into the Agent Venom game where you get the symbiote surge and you turn into Venom. I would love that. I would actually. Ooh, that would be fire. Nope, no. Okay. Forgot I'm playing on the second hardest difficulty in the game. I want to see that too.
We'll break camp at first light.
We're running low on water.
If we do not find an oasis, we will never reach Pilgrim's Crossing.
Ooh. Y'all see how nice I am with it? Oh gosh. Y'all see how nice I am with it? Y'all see how nice I am with it? Like what? Watch that, watch. Hold on. Watch. Y'all see how nice I am with it? Y'all see how nice I am with it? Ooh. Oh.
This is strange.
There's something over there.
You're up. Go ahead. Feel the pain. Having some sky. Give me some back. Stop running. Yes, going in. You need to do better than that. Dancing. I'm going to hit you.
After him now! I want more! Push harder!
This'll be over soon. That's a scratch.
Get back here!
Leg. Take this.
Yeah, I'm dead there. There's no reason as to how I survived that. You need like 6 of those, right? Yeah, you need 6 of them.
I don't understand.
Yeah, we're not trying that again.
It's an echo in the Force, but somehow incomplete. Damaged. And that didn't fix it. Whatever I did, doesn't seem to have helped. The echo's still here.
Ooh, very nice. Blaster stance. A double swing. How would double swing go? It would go so easily. Two things, either I'm blind. Or else I'm just completely wrong. I think. Yeah, I think I'm completely blind. I think I'm completely blind. Hold on a second. Let me see, because I'm like right here. Talking about how would it go, like it goes in Sword Art No Way Home. They could probably end up cooking that. I would love for them to cook that. We're looking for it. Never mind. I just found it. After I get one-shotted, okay. Oh, you got a force bullet? You know, let me just run. Stop playing it on Jedi Master.
Help me out.
I have no idea why I'm using this here. I'm dead. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm playing this on New Game Plus, right?
Fight with me.
Yo, Jay, what's good?
I see him.
I glitched! I just glitched through it. Okay. Blind. I just glitched and I almost just had it. Okay.
Gotta respect that.
I'm in good. I swear, this game doesn't like people that climb. But yeah, chat. Still gotta check out the dots video. So it's about Dragon's Dogma though. Happen next month of May. Yeah, it's supposed to happen next month.
We gotta find the escort before the Empire does.
It is happening next month though. I'm just hoping for Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know if we're gonna see anything for Last of Us though. I'm not sure we're gonna see anything for Last of Us. Spider-Man 2 is a possibility.
Come on, buddy.
I want to see what they're gonna do for, well, characters, because like everything got leaked last year. Well, last year and more stuff's getting leaked. I'm hoping that they're true too. But it's like a double-edged sword right there with that. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did see the concept art, so I really can't say anything. That concept art was looking really nice. Yeah, video's looking cool. Hey yo, Marion, throw in. Hey yo, Cal Simp. Nah, I'm joking.
You been watching me?
Like old times. Surprised to see me.
I thought they'd send someone a bit more, unfamiliar.
I would not be so quick to judge, Cal Kestis. Much has changed since we last saw each other.
I can see that.
Come. My speeder is this way.
Your land speeder? Stormtroopers found it.
Then we will take care of them.
And it looks like they found us too. You ready?
I don't know. They might not even start off with that. I want them to save it for last because they did that with the DLC. Well, not the DLC. They did it with actual game.
Good work, Jedi. Cal, the wall!
We're coming. Let's take it down together.
I'm with you, Jedi. Need to heal.
This here.
Enemy has been passed.
BD, here.
Attack now.
I mean, they could announce it for August, but like, based on everything in the leak, it's supposed to come out. Hold on, man. Let me focus up because these bots are annoying.
Now, BD.
Integrity reduced. Pointless evasion.
Wear them down.
Move up and attack.
Over here.
Sustaining damage.
Set me on.
Sentry droid destroyed.
I can never actually die. Okay.
That's the last of them. You've learned some new tricks.
Looks like you have too.
I don't know. They tend to drop the gameplay, and after that, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Picked
for
up an ascension
gameplay,
cable.
though.
See anything I can latch onto?
How's this?
And it's gonna come out in June. I can see that.
Thought you were off traveling the galaxy. What are you doing on Jeddah?
Jeddah is part of the galaxy now.
Because the thing is, knowing how they did it last year, saving Spider-Man 2 for last,
I offered to guide you.
I can see that happening.
We must get to the other side.
But knowing right now, it's speculation right now. It's like for like right now.
Yes, that could work.
At least for like right now, it's just speculation. Cause like I really want it to be in June. Cause like when you really think about it, and the only reason why I'm saying June is cause like they dropped the demo last year at the State of Play, so I could see us getting at least that, and after that probably a trailer, probably like in the next like couple weeks, probably like a day. They saved the DLC for the last game, at least from what I can remember. They had a lot of time to do those DLCs. Those DLCs probably were cooked before.
Stormtroopers. We should circle around and ambush them from above.
I like the sound of that.
And they had them planned out before. I'm pretty sure, even though I'm not really sure about this, because I'm pretty sure they had them planned out already because of the Black Cat DLC side quest.
We need to take them down before.
So they had it planned out. Because they dropped Black
Like
Cat
in
October.
Precisely.
They dropped
I'll follow your lead.
Hammerhead in November, and then after that they dropped Silver Sables in December. So they kind of have a, at least that's what I think. They could do that.
Strike now! You fought well.
At least what I think.
You okay?
Of course. Unlike my speeder. Even if the storm subsided, Seer's too far to reach on foot.
Yeah, I can see that. If it's anything of like their past work or what they did in the past, it could happen.
What are you thinking?
Very excited in the showcase besides Spider-Man 2 DLC. I'm excited to see Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Follow me.
There. See it?
I do.
I'm excited to see Ghost of Tsushima 2 because Ghost of Tsushima 2 was one of my favorite games. I want to see that. The next one that I'm really interested in, even though a lot of people probably won't understand it, I'm dead. But a lot of people probably won't understand like why I'm interested in this. I'm excited to see Silent Hill 2. I'm excited to see Silent Hill 2.
You haven't lost your edge. BD seems a step slow. Learn to take a joke, droid.
Insomniac's overworking themselves. Yeah, Insomniac is 100% overworking themselves. The reason why I come out in June is because people are probably getting bored of New Game Plus by now. Yeah.
Not stuck, are you?
Another thing is like people don't really know that there's like other games that they can play. It's kind of like, okay, so yeah, I understand like why everybody like I can understand why everybody likes Spider-Man 2 and I like it a lot too.
Sorry, I thought.
But it's just like
It's all right, Cal. Stand by.
Like
I will fix
you
this.
like they got other games that they can play. Like you can replay a game like, you know. But yeah, I do agree that Insomniac is a little overworking themselves.
Exhausting. You need a break?
The storm is
I do agree that they're
I will
overworking
rest when
themselves.
we arrive at Seer's base.
Where did you learn
Because for
that?
one, I don't see us
Nothing
seeing
here.
any
You went
Wolverine
home?
Yes,
until
My sisters are
2026
gone.
because
but their wisdom remains.
Yeah, I just don't see us seeing anything until 2023 for Wolverine. Or like 2026 for Wolverine, my bad.
Ah, los vamos.
Yeah, because right now I've been playing Gotham Knights. Yeah. I honestly want to play Gotham Knights.
Focus.
I'm tempted to go back and play Infamous Second Son,
Let's keep moving, buddy.
but I don't know how anybody's doing.
No word yet. Keep trying to establish contact. Get down! This won't end well.
We'll take them together.
Give me a fight! Push forward!
Them here.
Not your best.
Finally!
I am ready.
Get in there!
They stumbled. Such a waste.
Yeah, because we're probably not going to get anything. Yeah, we're not getting Wolverine for 2026. Yeah, it's best if we see,
You got it?
at least,
Of course.
this is my guess. I want to
I'll
see
meet you on the other side.
a gameplay reveal for Wolverine in 2026, and after that, a story trailer. I'm buying Ghost before Ghost 2 comes out? Nah. You need to actually understand the story of Ghost. Ghost is such a great game.
Some help, please.
I can't get a clean shot.
They're scared of you.
I know. They have taken to calling me the Desert Ghost.
Desert ghost, huh?
Haunting Imperials has become a hobby of mine.
Must have taken lifetimes to build this place.
Also, who's invincible?
People who built it are
I came across the remnants of many civilizations during my travels.
Okay,
All
basically,
things decay.
okay, so Invincible, his name is Mark. And basically, if you know, I don't know if you've seen like any like, well, scratch that, you have seen a lot of Super Shows recently. But he's basically, if you know Kryptonians from, if you know Superman's a Kryptonian, he's basically a Viltrumites. Okay, Viltrumites in Invincible are basically Kryptonians. And Invincible, if you don't, Omni-Man, basically Invincible is pretty much a story of a half human, half Viltrumite. Basically. You have a big Justice League. It's pretty much just a fun show to watch. Basically, it's the cartoon, more violent version of the Justice League.
It's over, but that won't be the last of them.
Let's mix it up.
Basically it's that but better. In terms of like story and fighting.
This one's ready to go. Give me a sec. I want to tweak a few things.
So it's like a teenage version of Superman. Yeah, basically Justice League Unlimited, but Red Art, yeah. So basically it's teenage version of Superman. Basically. But there's a lot more twist to it, though.
Oh? Those look like Jedi.
Seer says Jeddah was once home to many who revered your kind. Perhaps they were.
My kind. There's the oasis.
Not far now.
Yeah, he's basically John Kent. Yeah.
Know who this was?
I don't. But Seer might. BD, does he look like Cal?
Comes in handy.
And on top of that, one more thing is for the fact that Invincible's a lot more violent. You got superheroes dying each episode. Like, someone is always dying at the end of an episode. Oh no, I just stunned myself.
Take a stim. That's the end of them.
Basically, yeah. And you have a bootleg Batman that I really don't want to go into details about because, god damn, he only lasted like one episode.
I really need a stem.
A Skriton lair.
But where's the Skriton?
Something's coming.
Let's take them down together.
Agreed. You have healed. You shall not escape us. Yield.
Good work.
You too.
Help me out?
Must I?
Yeah, basically in the post courtesy
Thanks.
of the first episode,
Seer
you
would be
basically have
disappointed
Injustice
if I left
Superman.
him to die in the
Yeah. Here's the thing. Another thing is like, actually I just thought about this. We don't even know the Viltrumite's weaknesses at all. That's another thing.
You really
Well, scratch
think
that. I know
you
what
can-
it is, but I don't want to go into details on that before we even get to that one part next season.
Now we have the strength to reach the crossing.
May the Jedi watch over us.
Are you?
But yeah, that's basically Invincible.
There we go, buddy.
I love Invincible, bro.
You want a hand?
Another show that's also another thing is like recently, and a lot of people actually agree on this. I'm pretty sure a lot of people actually agree. Right now, The Boys and Invincible are W Riz.
That's right.
But it seems like we didn't have the worst the first time. I think it was Red Rush was Walmart Flash. Red Rush had the worst death. I would say it was Duplicate that had the worst one, but I don't know
Is the base far?
who had the worst death in my opinion.
And now we have time to catch up.
No kidding. It's been years. You must have seen the entire galaxy.
Almost.
How was it?
Amazing. The sinking city of Karatao. The Persaya Cliffs. This galaxy suffers. But there's
I
still
thought it was
beauty.
Duplicate. I
Any
do
run
know
into
what
the
happened. Yeah,
Empire?
she sent.
Yes.
Yeah, she sent her
These are
clones.
dark times. I helped those I could.
That's
Glad you're all
the
right.
Zero. Zero
You
is
as
her
well.
last clone, right?
Wherever I went, you were never far from my.
We posted Discord about the other day. What the video we posted in Discord the other day was what Peter should have sounded like when he was wearing the symbiote of ours. He should have.
Never seen a storm like that.
It's hard to tell how long one will last.
Everything
It's not
about
like to
Peter
find
having the
out.
symbiote in the game
My
was
thoughts
cool.
exactly. You've avoided Seer for years.
Basically home.
Why
If
visit
you
her
could-
now?
Basically home. If you could
I need her
clone,
help.
Basically home. If you
We're looking
if you
for
could
something
clone
connected to
and
the
then all
Order.
your clones die,
Interesting.
you die. He did what
Are you
anyone would
still
have
upset
done.
with us
Exactly.
for leaving?
I didn't see it coming, Marin.
My only thing is that Immortal was just
Going our
falling
separate ways.
over her. I was like, okay.
I understand, Cal. But we had our reasons.
Another thing though that I really liked about the show was like, finally we're getting Mark and Adam Eve actually going out, which I'm happy about that because The only thing that they replaced in there was
Faster!
the only thing, in my opinion, that they replaced that went wrong was for the fact that Anissa doesn't threaten to kill Amber. She threatens to kill Mark's mom. So I'm like,
We have to hurry.
I don't know why we swapped it up, but it can work. Or what happened to Shrinking Ray? I think he's full on retired. I think he's full on retired.
We need to hurry up.
Spamel's scared. It's fighting me.
The only class I saw was Omni-Man brutalizing Mark. Oh yeah. That happens in the last episode of season 1. You kind of got spoiled for a legit, probably like a good, like, for like, well, we don't, well, scratch that. You only saw that one clip, so you don't know everything that happened to get to that point, basically.
Barrett, can you hear me? I don't see her, BD.
But yeah, Omni-Man is a Viltrumite too. Mark is Omni-Man's half human, half Viltrumite.
What now?
We must keep moving.
This is what happened in season 3 because we know that she's in the hospital, but Rex is out, so we don't know. That is true. And honestly, Rex was the MVP.
Are you all right?
Fine. You?
Yes. We have to find shelter.
Where'd the Spamel run off to?
It doesn't matter now.
Rex was the MVP of the whole entire series, aside from Mark actually showing his Viltrumite side. I was like, and I've read it. I've read the comic for Invincible, but like, bruh, seeing that moment, seeing that moment where, just seeing that moment where Mark just brutalized Aang. Freeze time! Why did I? Hold on a second. Yo, can I not stun myself, bruh? Yeah, well, a dude's trying to animate Superman killing the Justice League and don't know why it makes the fishy dude the superhero from SpongeBob. That is a fact.
Foes near.
Incoming threat!
Massive spoilers, by the way. Battle stance comes in handy for like certain parts. Can I throw the missile back? I'm hoping that too. I want to see the Guardians of the Globe, but at the same time though, I really do want to see The Boys season 4, which I can't wait to see because there's like certain. No. And by the way, let me go ahead and turn. I don't know if you guys can hear the game and me at the same time. So I'm gonna turn the volume down like a little bit. Woo! That's how we see. That's how we see the Globe and the Globe. I would love to see what they're gonna do with the Guardians of the Globe. I want to know what they're gonna do with Scratch Day, even though like some people already know.
It can't be.
Another thing is that next season,
This way.
yeah, Mark's gonna get violated.
The spam will
We don't
save
want
us.
to talk about that. Mark's gonna get violated bad.
Agreed.
We don't want to talk about that though.
Okay. Should be set for the night.
Sit. Tell me what adventures you and BD have had since we last saw each other.
He's gonna get violated in season 4,
Right.
probably.
Same as always. Fighting the Empire, helping out where we can. Not staying in one place too long. And, I think we might have found something special. A place where the Empire can't find us. But it would mean leaving the fight. And the fight is all I know.
I think season 3 might be one of my
Cal.
favorite seasons with the Invincible. It might. That's one of my favorite
Look
arcs
into
in
the
there.
fire. It will warm you
Imagine they bring back Agent
Company.
Spider.
on dark, lonesome nights, yes? But left unchecked, it will consume everything in its path. Until there is only ash.
If they bring Agent Spider back, it would go crazy. What do you think about a Green Lantern game? I wouldn't mind a Green Lantern game.
Like tonight. A warm fire is perfect. And the company is not so bad either.
I missed you, Marin.
And I you.
All right, Cal, start there is. Okay, anyway.
I had to leave, Cal.
It would be
In order to
cool.
see the galaxy
The only
on my
problem
own
though
terms.
is like the visuals.
What'd you find?
It would go crazy though if Rock
Myself.
said he could do that because like they made a good art.
reflected in other places and
You know
people
the person
I
that
encountered.
the person that killed
Dathomir will
Mark
always be my
Omni-Man.
home,
Where's
but
where's this dude? They can replace
It
them
does
with a
not
human
need to
spot.
define me.
Yeah. Instead, it makes more sense. Like
I never understood why you left.
that would be great.
Sitting here now, it's clear you made the right choice.
The reason why he kills everyone, but the reason why he kills everyone is because Mark tells him to kill these Marks. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he did tell him to kill every single other version of himself, except for the good version. But the Usos are in the same actors and actresses for everything. I don't really know. There's only like one that I can understand, but it's 50-50.
You missed a spot.
I don't know. I feel like for each character they're getting, at least in my opinion, I like them to bring something different to
weather has
the
cleared.
same character. Talking about the reason why Human Spider would kill it because Mark would tell him that they would kill everyone. Exactly. We haven't even seen a lot of Agent Spider. I wonder what they're gonna do with Agent Spider because they couldn't do Spider-Man. Well, technically, hold up. Technically speaking, since they did Agent Spider, and I read the comic for that, well, technically speaking, Spider-Man was invincible, but it was Agent Spider in the show. So technically speaking, I would love to see his Sinister Six. I see Batman and what happens if John C. comes. That would be, that would be fire. I haven't read that far like into the comic. I know everything about it, but like my problem is though,
Well,
I got spoiled for that, and after I got spoiled for what happened to Mark, well, for what happened to Anissa, so like I really.
How long are you staying on Jeddah?
I don't know.
So like that's the reason why I know so much the comic, because I was like, okay, so as soon as what happened to Mark, I was like, okay, let me see what actually
He
happened
opened
here.
up a cantina, Pyloon Saloon.
He named it after his great grandmother.
Nothing's more important to Grease than family.
And after that, I started reading it. But I do know everything that happened though. But like, my only problem though is like, how are they going to do the most of the Agent Spider stuff? Because like, I want to know what his Sinister Six is gonna look like. Because I already know he probably has his own Scorpion. I'm pretty sure he has his own Rhino, which is probably just an animal. We see Bert in there, and there would be Birdman. Ooh. Another thing is like they swapped that out, so I guess Batman would be Birdman. I think we should have had TASM 3, and I stand by it. I stand by that too. But we might actually get a TASM 3 in Venom 3.
Hello, my friend. It's so very good to see you again.
Master Cordova.
Master Cordova. It's an honor. I never thought I'd meet you in person.
The honor is mine, Cal. Sears told me everything. You have demonstrated great bravery and wisdom in the face of overwhelming adversity. You chose well? Well, I wouldn't go that far.
The Empire has claimed the ruins.
I would
Want
love to
find
see
another
what they're gonna do
rendezvous
with
point.
that. And there would be
Unfortunately. But at least the
Scrap, and
storm
there would
covered
be
your
Mr. Black
tracks.
and White,
Come.
and there would be
Come, let me
Birdman.
escort you inside.
I can't wait for season 3 of Invincible. I can't wait for season 4 of The Boys.
Master Cordova, did you find the Zepho?
Only faint traces of their passage, heading deep into
Imagine
the
if we make a
unknown
great
regions.
Agent Spider
As it
TV
goes.
show. We need it.
Ultimately, that failure
You had Josh
inspired me to
Keaton
seek
voicing
out
him,
other
please.
survivors. That search led me back to my old apprentice. How have you been faring, Cal?
That doesn't sound good.
I've had a few scrapes, but I'm still breathing.
And I'm glad for it. I heard some news about a Jedi terrorist on Coruscant not long ago.
You were on Coruscant? Well, Mantis looks like it's seen better days.
You should see the other guys. Space is well hidden.
Yes. Well, the Empire's presence has grown these past years. They are much too strong to fight directly.
Hold on, man. Let me fix my controller real quick. Okay.
But we do what we can. It is critical, of course, that our work remains secret.
Yeah, can I have messages?
What work exactly?
Agent Spider show, they started
Better
TV
you ask
show, and a
Seeker
little.
yourself.
Josh.
Meanwhile, Marin and
Josh
I will
voicing
breathe
Iron
down
Man
your back.
and Yuri's voicing Spider-Man. Wait. Yuri's voicing.
How's the desert?
Cold, stormy, and too many Imperials.
See, now I'm worried, but at the same time, I'm not worried because I know that Josh can cook.
But more common by the day. Where did you weather the storm?
Master Cordova and I will wait for Grease. Go speak with Seer.
By the way, who's to say that Mark didn't win a game of Fortnite? I'm still on this. Who's to say that he couldn't win the game of Fortnite? You know he probably got a W. You know he probably got a W if we're coming back. He got a victory royale, came back and hit him.
Just keep
I
trying.
finished Infamous Second Son.
Brother Armaius to break
Infamous Second
contact.
Son is great. It's a decent Infamous game.
Cal
Delson's cool.
Kestis.
And I like Delson a lot. He has
Welcome to
the
Jedi.
most
I
crazy
knew
amount
the
of
storm
potential.
wouldn't deter you.
But Cole, though?
You're rebuilding the temple archives.
And we're trying. As long as this knowledge remains.
You know what happened? He got
Legacy of the
teleported to the
Jedi
Fortnite universe, and there was one dude
survives.
left, and he accidentally flew into, and he actually flew to him, and the other
It's incredible.
dude was in the store, and he died in the
Something
store.
tells me there's more to this than just hollow books.
Mark gets the heavy sniper, comes back.
Yes. We're a part of a network, known as the Hidden Path. We provide safe passage and new identities to those who have been persecuted by the Empire.
Hunted by the Empire, like Jedi survivors?
Very few of us remain. But yes, and Force sensitives, and those who help them.
Grabs the heavy
You mean
sniper,
tell
comes back, grabs the heavy sniper from the dude he just killed, and after that comes
You've
back,
never
hits Angstrom.
Besides, I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
I wanted to prove to the galaxy that the Empire isn't invulnerable. That you can resist. That you have to fight if things are gonna get better. But then they just listen to the propaganda and they pretend they're free anyways.
You chose a hard path.
And it hasn't made a difference.
Well, while the Empire's trained its eyes on you, we've been able to build.
He had to have gotten a W.
Find allies. And save lives.
When you left, you just given up.
Is when I come from something.
Wrong.
Sorry, I haven't listened to a lot of J. Cole recently. Okay.
Cal, you were just a child when they sent you off to war. You know, there was a time when I remember that the Jedi were more than just weapons. But we both have our roles to play in this.
How did people even
struggle.
find the debug menu?
That's why
Somebody had to just press
Seer.
every button in the whole menu.
Well, you
I found the
get a
debug
load of
menu.
this. Hey, Seer, you can't say it ain't short of personality, but kind of creepy though.
Well, it's good to see you too, Grease. Well, hello, BD.
Okay.
So, how was your time in the desert?
The storm covered our tracks, but the Empire destroyed one of your speeders.
It's a small price to pay for everybody's safe arrival. And who's this?
I'm talking about the first person that leaked it,
This
so
is
everyone could
Bodega.
try it. I don't know.
He's a friend.
It's so nice to finally meet you.
This hunk of trouble. Hey, we're all together. Huh?
Yes. Now, what brings you all to Jeddah?
We're searching for a lost planet. Tanalor, you ever heard of it?
It's on the other side of a deadly nebula called the Kobo Abyss.
Well, our archives are far from complete, but I'm sure Master Cordova's up to the task.
With pleasure. The trouble is, we're not the only ones looking for this place.
I knew this was sounding too easy.
Guy's name is Dagan Gera. He was a Jedi. Now he leads a band of raiders on the Outer Rim. There's an old temple there. Dagon intends to reclaim it.
A Jedi temple out of the reach of the Empire could mean that there's information there that we don't have in the archive.
I believe I have something. Oh, you're too kind, BD. I'll start with the bad news.
Oh boy, this guy knows his
Oh
audience.
boy.
I found no information related to crossing the Kobo Abyss. However, I found 2 mentions of this Dagon Gera. He had a retreat on Kobo, and records show him frequently visiting a laboratory on its moon.
Okay, we'll check him out.
If you find anything, bring it to me. I am happy to assist further.
Thank you. Both of you.
You're welcome, Cal. I hope you find what you're searching for.
May the Force be with you.
And with you.
Search channel or Shadow Moon Kobo.
Focus.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I have a okay. I need a force upgrade. I need a force upgrade. I have a whole entire like crazy amount of class set up for this. So hold up, I think this is the one where you have to use double, right? Yeah, this is the one where you have to use double. Yeah, you're gonna have to use double for Dagon. So let me go ahead and swap over to something that actually makes this fight a lot easier. Actually, you know what? No, let me keep. I'm sorry. I want to cheese him. I'm sorry. If y'all know me, I like to cheese my fight. If y'all know me, I like to cheese some of my fights just because I want to. We're gonna do customization real quick, and then after that, we're actually gonna go ahead and fight. There was a tournament. When do you think the tournament will be live on YouTube or on the PlayStation channel? And I'll have to I'll have the stream right next to me on whenever it's on us. Whenever it's on us, I'll just tell us to go as hard as go as hard as we can on them. If they do make a Spider-Man Battle Royale, people are going to rage quit. The amount of people that are no.
I've had this since I started freelancing. It's gotten me out of some bad situations.
I already have one, bro. You just practically just gave me one, bro.
It's Marin, right? Well, I could get another one if you think you might want it.
No need.
Well, this dude just has some grass. He was like, oh, he does grind the game. No. People would be like that, and I'd be like, nah, it's just for the fact that I played the campaign. It's really easy.
Weapon that makes you a Jedi.
It's us against the galaxy, Cal. We've got to use every advantage we can find against the Empire.
I guess he wants you to.
Thanks, both.
This man wants me to use a Kimbo.
No. I'll show you how to use it.
So basically, you want me to use a Kimbo. Alright, we're gonna have to go dual blaster stance. Alright, chat, check this out. We're gonna have to go dual blaster stance. Boom, 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 boom. Swap over to the lightsaber. I like Adam Eve, but at the same time, though, Adam Eve is probably hands down one of the best characters. I do not like Amber at all. Mainly just because of the fact that her story is just horrible in the show. Like, her arc in the show is just horrible. Even though I'm not gonna lie, she did have some character development. And she broke up with Mark. And I think that's the only character development that I can say that she got in the show.
Prof gave them to me. Let's get out there.
And that's the reason why I like Silver Sable. You all know me. I like Sable and Spider-Man and Spider-Man. I hope she comes back to it. Oh, Sable's great.
Back to the shattered moon. Maybe those anchorites aren't so bad after all.
Didn't you call them weirdos?
That was before Seer told me they're helping
That's the only thing that you can do. And they'll be wondering why.
Yeah.
The combos are really easy to know what fun stuff, right?
Real hush-hush stuff, so keep it in the family.
Understood. Seems like you've
Like,
got
you
a
know
nice
what
crew.
buttons to press for each combo? It's easy.
You know what I mean.
Do I? So,
In terms
for
of, like,
things, we'll find out how to
easiness.
cross the abyss by tracking down Dagon's old haunts?
That's right. You know anything about this laboratory on the moon, Grease?
What am I, a tour guide? I'm a busy Latero. No time to visit broken moons. First Jedi, now this. Believe me, moons are nothing but trouble.
Jedda's a moon. Had no idea.
All right, Cal, get up here.
Where do we go?
They're gonna bring Silver Sable, don't mess up her looks like they with MJ. Silver Sable's gonna have to stay the same. They only did that because of the PS5 hardware. They have the power of the PS5, so in my opinion, she's still the same actor. It's just that people don't understand what to do and what the console looks like. Like, people don't understand that the power of another console, you can actually make that change look insanely different, and it still be the same.
Sorry.
Good?
Yeah, just a smidge rusty. You?
Sable, in my opinion, is going to stay the same.
Fine.
Oh, listen to you, Mr. Optimistic.
Unless
Hey,
the
you wanna do
graphics
me a
get
favor?
insanely
Cut it
upgraded.
out. You're giving me a stomach ache.
Sure it's how you're cooking?
What was that?
We're almost there.
Locals say the moon's haunted.
A lot of people don't understand the difference between, are we glitch? Okay, I wasn't glitch. But yeah, that's the one thing. Nobody doesn't understand the difference between the power of PS5, or like the power of another console can make that possible and still be the same. Which is another thing that nobody doesn't want to actually understand. But if they do bring Sable back, I'd rather see her helping us fight Norman Osborn. Like, me gotta go to the next arena. It will be. Alright, I got a Cheese Dagon and Ravis here. But I do want to save here, so a lot of y'all don't know I can't really stream that long, but alright, we're good here, at least for now. We're good here at least for now. Oh, and by the way, chat, another thing is that I'm speedrunning the game because we got Stellar Blade here like the next couple days. We gotta check out the Dots video real quick. Wait, chat, who posted a video? Was it Sadat that posted a video? Oh, Crisis. We're gonna watch this later on because Crisis just posted something. Arkham Deathstroke underused or underrated or underused. Deathstroke is underused. I think it was Sadat. Yeah, I think Sadat posted the Venom stuff. Yeah, we gotta get caught up on a lot of Sadat. Okay, so we got the Invincible game. Yeah, we didn't watch this last stream.
We just got.
Yeah, we didn't watch this last stream. Yeah, we didn't watch this last stream. We got this video.
We just got some exciting news about another upcoming superhero game from Insomniac, Marvel's Venom.
We're going to heal the world.
What did you do, Direct Nation? I'm back with super news, bringing you the latest superhero news in 5 minutes or less because I respect your time if you subscribe. So if this information was valuable,
first we're gonna start this. That would be heat.
Hit the like button so it will reach more people, but if it wasn't for you, change it to a dislike. Spider-Man fans have been begging for a standalone Venom game for years now, ever since they got the chance to play with him in different games, especially Ultimate Spider-Man. This increased when Insomniac revealed Peter's symbiote art.
A lot of people don't understand, and actually I even noticed this. Actually, I didn't even notice this until I actually looked at a video or something like that. I forgot what video it was. But have you guys ever played Prototype? I don't know if you guys ever played Prototype before, but rumor was behind that was supposed to be a Venom game. This game is still don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm still 50-50 on it, but like I wouldn't mind. Here's the thing, like Harry has already been established as Venom, so I'm kind of like leaning towards it. Like I'm leaning towards it because like now after like my opinion on it has changed. If it does happen canon wise, I played it a long time ago. It was supposed to be a Venom game. I never played Prototype before, but then I started looking at gameplay of it and I was like, hold on a second. This kind of matches up with Spider-Man, and I'm like, this kind of matches up with the gameplay from Spider-Man 2, and it's I started looking at it and I was like, dang, this is actually really close. Dang, Spider-Man 2 just But like for the Venom game, I want the host to be Harry. If that's the case, I need him to be Harry. Like I understand that people want it to be Eddie Brock, but we haven't met Eddie Brock yet.
Arch nemesis would be the main antagonist of Spider-Man 2. And even though they were happy being able to play as Venom towards the end of the game, that was not enough to satisfy most Venom fans who wanted the opportunity to free roam as Venom.
That really wasn't. People were doing glitches to play as him.
Through Insomniac's open world without the need for glitches and have full access to a wide variety of abilities. Narrative director John Paquette sensed this and gave fans hope after the game launched by coyly teasing the possibility of a
Hold up, that was John that hold on a minute. This was John that said this? And y'all know me, my favorite Insom developer is Lindsay, but like okay, they already got it. People love it. So here's what we're doing. We're gonna focus on Spider-Man 2, and we're going to see how the fans react. He said we're gonna listen to the fans and we're gonna ask ourselves, okay, what do the fans? Oh yeah, a lot of people want that Venom game. I'm ready to hang this and go blood up and move on to Goblin. I'm ready for it too, but my only problem is like I said before, the thing is though is like with Harry, I like Harry as Venom because I changed my mind, but he still loses a lot of focus there. But I understand like I understand like what Venom was going through like as a character because he was with Harry and Peter and Miles as well. Well, scratch that. We never got a chance to see that actually. So scratch that. Well, scratch that. The final boss fight. There's a connection, but for Goblin, like the thing is, like Harry as Venom is great and it works, but whenever he becomes Venom, the focus gets completely shifted, and he was rushed. But I changed my mind on it. Still think that he's rushed, and I still would have loved to see some like a couple of scenes. But for Goblin, I need them to cook. I need them to remove the shackles. Like make him like I'm gonna say this like Willem Dafoe. How do I put this? Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin already set a bar twice. He set a bar twice. No Way Home. Well, he set a bar twice. Spider-Man 1. No Way Home. He set a bar twice. He came back and proved like he's the GOAT Green Goblin twice. Whoever's gonna be playing Green Goblin, well, scratch that. Whoever's gonna be voicing Green Goblin, and as well as potentially being like doing all that, I want there to be a separate voice for Goblin. I need them to, and yes, I'm gonna say this. They need to yank the Arkham Joker, not Mark Hamill's Joker, like Arkham Origins Joker, like Troy Baker's Joker, like the Joker voice actor for Arkham Origins. Rip him and put him to play, like take him like Troy Baker, have him play Green Goblin. I need them to pull out all the stops for Green Goblin, like yank off the shackles for him. Have him go after. Well, scratch that. Never mind. A lot of people will not say that. I already have a feeling for the end boss fights, but y'all are gonna see that in the video probably tomorrow or tonight.
A Venom-focused game based on audience demand. But now we know that this game is actually going to be a reality. On his podcast, famous industry insider Jeff Grubb, who has been right about pretty.
Wait, Troy Baker voiced Joker in Arkham Origins? Yes. I want him to voice Insomniac's Green Goblin.
Much everything, was discussing another one of his scoops, specifically the fact there will be a PlayStation showcase coming soon, and it could feature some of the big reveals fans were hoping to see last year. While talking about what games he expected Sony to show off, in addition to mentioning Marvel's Wolverine was still too far away to likely get an update, they casually mentioned the existence of a Venom game.
Was there any talk of like a Spider-Man 2 DLC?
Venom.
Venom. Venom is going to be the standalone DLC, right? So
yeah, Venom's going to
I'm listening.
Be like the Miles Morales
standalone. Yeah. Maybe they talk about Venom because Wolverine is still pretty far away.
So based on
so Jeff Grubb has never been wrong. So
on that, they are expecting a standalone Venom game similar in size to Spider-Man Miles Morales to get revealed during that PlayStation event. This makes a lot of sense for Insomniac as well. Miles Morales was much faster for them to develop and made them a ton of money, moving 14.
Oh yeah, okay, so this makes sense because Miles Morales. Okay, so because Miles was already set up at the end of this game. My only problem is Miles was set up in the DLC and in the main game for Spider-Man 1. So this logically made sense. This made sense because he was set up. The ending for Marvel Spider-Man 2 doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense for. I'm gonna let them cook. I'm gonna let them cook. Any of that Arkham style combat challenges to Spider-Man 2? They need to, because like the only combat challenges that you can do are in the Mysteriums.
0.5
and you have to make them infinite.
5 million units to date. A game of similar quality built around Venom definitely has even more potential since Venom is a much more popular character. No word yet on details about the story, but we can assume Insomniac will be using a lot of Venom.
Another thing is like, if they are going to make a Marvel's Venom game, I could see, let's say towards the end of the game, or let's say like towards the end of the Venom game, right? Peter knows that Harry is back up and running with, some of the symbiote left in him, right? and he wonders like, okay, how are you still alive? And then we have Peter and Miles like, how are you still alive? We have Peter, Miles, and MJ's like, hold up, how are you still alive? And then Harry says, there was still some symbiote left in me, and I woke up. I want Miles to get a symbiote. I want Miles to get a symbiote too, but I want him to fight Carnage to get that.
Assets from Spider-Man 2, particularly the cut content. For example, most of Tony Todd's recorded Venom.
That's 10%, so it's probably split between, so that's 5%, so that's 5% for Venom, 10% for Venom, 10%, no wait, that's 5% for Venom technically, because you have Harry, so technically that doesn't really count, because Harry already, I'm pretty sure that Graham recorded some more voices, I'm pretty sure the voice actor for Harry recorded a whole bunch of voice lines too that they didn't use, so, let's think. I can see why 10% of that Venom dialogue, I can see why Tony used 10% of that, because you have Harry there, and Harry is the host, so, like, they need to be in sync, but you need to hear Harry's voice as well, so I can see why that 10% is there. But let's say if the Venom game does end up coming out, I'm going to predict that he only said that's 10% of Venom dialogue, so that means that a secret 10% has to be for Carnage. Keep in mind, this says Venom dialogue. This doesn't say anything about Carnage. So another 10%. So probably so my guess that he recorded 10% to go to Carnage for the DLC. It only mentions Venom here. It doesn't mention Carnage.
Lines never made it into the main game, as well as a bunch of other cut symbiote content like
Now, well, is Beetle male or female? Beetle can be male and Beetle can be female. Beetle was female, I think, twice. One was from Craven's daughter, and I think another one was Craven's wife. So he can't. So yes, Beetle can be female. Now for male, I'm not sure who's actually the only male Beetle that I know is from the Ultimate Spider-Man show or the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, and I still don't know who's underneath there. Miles Morales is going to have the symbiote attached to him in Spider-Man 2, but the idea was scrapped. I think I know why this is scrapped. I feel like this is a bait. So Beetle will be female in DLC? Beetle will be female in DLC. Too bad I already know who it is. I'm wrong. I'm wrong about who it is. But at least it was close. I'm just really hoping that it's Craven's daughter, because I'm thinking that she is Beetle. I think that she saw Peter. I think that she thinks that Peter killed. I think that she thinks that Peter was Venom and killed her, and killed Craven. At least that's what I think. By the way, huge shout out to Sadat, by the way. I still watch your videos, bruh. But anyway, so for this, if Miles is gonna have the symbiote attached to him, that would be cool, because he has had a symbiote in his comics before. And it wasn't Carnage, he had Venom at one point. And no, it wasn't Venom Carnage, like he strictly had Venom at one point. But I do want them to actually have Miles fight Carnage. I want to see Miles like actually like take control of a symbiote, because he's done that in the comics before. But sadly, nobody doesn't want new ideas.
Miles Morales being infected, the symbiotes invading the Daily Bugle, as well as different forms and abilities for Venom. Having all that should make developing the game go much faster, with the main question being the story. It's very possible Carnage could be involved, since he's expected to be featured as part of one of the upcoming Spider-Man 2 story DLC, and there is a good chance that won't be the last time we see him based on the scale of the threat. Harry Osborn is obviously in no condition to resume the role of Venom based on how Spider-Man 2 story ended.
I still don't believe that because there's probably still some residual symbiote in there. I was heard about. I hope he's still on breaking the DLC. I hope that too. Like, there's a part of me that wants to see Peter fight Carnage, but a part of me wants to see Miles like a lot. Well, it's 50-50 for me because like I want him to stay on break, but at the same time though, I want to see Miles fight Carnage, and I want to see Peter fight. I want to see Peter fight Carnage as well. That's my only issue with that. Another thing is like I'm talking about the Beetle DLC. I'm talking about the Beetle DLC. Well, hold on a minute. My arm is freaking breaking. I don't know how that's gonna work. Cause like that's interesting. I don't know how that's gonna work. I know that the Spider-Verse DLC could work for both, but I really hope it works specifically for Miles. In Carnage, well, y'all already know how I feel about Carnage. I need Miles. We already know. I hope that Peter's still on break, but like part of me really doesn't want.
But Insomniac has already established famous comic book Venom host Eddie Brock and Flash Thompson exist in their universe, so we could very well see one of them starring in what I assume would be a Lethal Protector story. That version of Venom is much more popular these days, and I doubt Insomniac would give us a game where we're playing as a pure villain, especially when you consider their own interpretation of Harry Osborn's Venom, whose motivations weren't purely evil, on top of not wanting to actually unalive Spider-Man.
Actually, well, Scratch that. They kind of were. Well, Scratch that. They were, but Harry was no longer there. Venom was
Which
there.
has historically been one of the most famous and consistent traits of the character. That PlayStation event Grubb mentioned is shaping up to be pretty epic. Not only could we see the Venom game, there are several other highly anticipated announcements to look forward to. I'll break all that down in the next video on screen.
Alright, that's a W video. Just some fans don't want Miles on his own in the Beetle DLC. I'm 50-50 with it. I'm 50-50 with it. Because there are these people that just like there's these like people that just are like, no, Peter must fight all villains. So if this is the case, I need someone to. Well, if that's the case, then I need someone to explain to me how on earth. Well, I need someone to explain to me, name all the villains that Peter has fought. Because last time I checked, Miles has fought Hobgoblin Scratch. I know this is probably gonna contradict my point, but Peter has only fought Hobgoblin twice. Miles has fought him multiple times. I think Miles has fought Hobgoblin more than Peter, and that's saying something. At least I think. Hold up. Yeah, Miles has fought Hobgoblin more than Peter. I'm sorry. Yeah, people want Peter to fight all villains. I don't see how that would make any sense for this universe. They have to split the villains down the back and they have to make them both equal. People just can't accept that. Which I understand why they can't accept that. I'm not going to change their mind, but like, I just don't understand like why they won't allow that to happen. People weren't happy on Twitter about not winning an award. Well, then why did they play the game? And on top of that, I know for a fact that, and it's gonna sound crazy, I know for a fact that some of them have kids, and their kids like Miles more than Peter. And you know me, I like, and people don't understand that I like them both, which I'm like, okay, I like them both. People just do not understand that at all. And on top of that, everybody has, and one more thing that just drives me is like, and this is like one thing that I'm just gonna say about that. If people aren't happy about Najee winning, then why is Yuri hugging him? And why is Insomniac and why is he working with Insomniac then? See what I mean? See what I mean? A lot of people really don't like that. And they're just triggered for the fact that they're just triggered at that for like no reason. I feel like I can relate to black characters more at the end of the day. At the end of the day, the fan base is just so toxic. Yeah. Like for me, like I really don't care what the character looks like. I can still relate to them, and I just love them. A lot of people just do not like the idea that Najee is winning, and it's like, bruh, you played the game, but yet you want a classic story. No one wants that. No more. And they can't use, another thing is like they try to use politics to actually justify everything. Nobody doesn't want that. How are we gonna use politics in a video game in a fictional world? And the last time I checked, a lot of people say that the power scaling is different for Spider-Man 2 and stuff like that. Here's the thing. Another thing is like people don't understand that Miles is Peter's impact character. Najee is Yuri's impact Spider Bro in real life. This is like basic comic, well, scratch. It's not really basic comic knowledge. This is like knowledge everybody needs to know before like trying to judge something. Which, okay, it's cool, but like people just need to know. Like they're taking like a lot of the stuff in the game out of context. They don't understand what the story is about having two Spider-Men, and they're just toxic. Hence the reason why I think Insomniac started blocking people. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though, chat. There might be a stream tomorrow, there might not be a stream tomorrow. You never know. But we all know they're gonna both fight Green Goblin at the end of the day, so everybody don't have to choose sides who should fight him. Exactly. And a lot of people don't understand that another reason is because, one, if they're gonna do the glider, who do you think is gonna be the one taking out the glider? I think it's gonna be Miles that's going to be taking out the glider. There's a lot of reasons that people aren't seeing, and even I know. And the thing is, like, I know the reason. And we don't even have the game yet, and I know the reason. Then on top of that, people don't understand dialogue in games anymore, so that's just my opinion on it. But like, you can't just call everything the word woke. No one. Why are you saying? Oh no! Miles gonna be main Spider-Man. Woke. Okay, cool. I need you to actually really define the word. That's the reason why I don't even bother trying to get it through to people without them actually bringing up the freaking other thing. They don't understand the team-based story. They don't. which is also another point entirely that nobody wants to get through their heads, but hence the reason why they will say that. They'll say that Miles isn't Spider-Man, but yet they won't keep the same exact energy for Batman, which I'm confused about. Because, like, the thing is like, if you're going to keep this exact same energy, why, if you're going to say that Miles can't be Spider-Man, well, then you might as well keep the exact same. I'm like, bro, do you not understand how many versions of Spider-Man there are? If you're going to not say that, then go straight to Batman and say that, please. Because there's a lot of Batman. There's a lot of Batman. Say that about Batman. Guarantee they will swap. Guarantee they will swap up so quickly and they'll not know the argument. Check everything, and I'm sorry this sounds crazy. Everything is literally debunked in my Terry McGinnis and Miles comparison video. But unfortunately, your boy gotta go ahead and get off for today, chat. Your boy is gonna be streaming hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, hopefully Saturday or Friday. Oh, and by the way, before you even end stream, hold on. I've been listening to this. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but Tajay, this song slaps, bro. I was listening to it yesterday in class. Bro, this song's so fire. But your boy's up out of here. Leave a like on the stream if you guys haven't already. I'm gonna be back tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.